At Amazing Tech Trends, we love deep dives into the biggest upcoming tech. So let's talk about something that's long overdue, the AirPods Pro 3. Apple hasn't refreshed the Pro lineup in nearly 3 years, and the next generation is shaping up to be more than just a minor upgrade. Based on the most credible leaks and insider reports, the AirPods Pro 3 are coming with a wave of enhancements that could completely change how you use wireless earbuds. Here's everything you need to know about the upcoming AirPods Pro 3. And yes, it's much more than USB-C. The release window: when will AirPods Pro 3 arrive? Apple has been following a relatively consistent release cycle for its AirPods lineup, especially with the Pro models. The first gen launched in 2019, followed by the second generation in 2022. That gives us a 3-year rhythm, and all signs point to the third-gen AirPods Pro arriving this fall, likely during or shortly after the iPhone 16 event. Another exciting rumor: a black color option might finally be introduced. While white will remain the signature color, Apple could spice up the lineup with a stealthier variant. And considering how many users have been asking for darker tones, this could be a huge hit. The H3 chip, powering the next-level experience. At the heart of the AirPods Pro 3 will be Apple's new H3 audio processor, a follow-up to the already impressive H2 chip. The H3 will be responsible for significantly enhancing active noise cancellation, ANC, and delivering a noticeably better audio profile. Apple has always focused heavily on audio fidelity, and the jump from H2 to H3 should bring tangible improvements in clarity, spatial audio precision, and latency. Whether you're listening to music in a noisy environment or on a call, this chip will handle signal processing in smarter and faster ways. With increasing competition from Sony, Bose, and Samsung, Apple knows it needs to deliver a real upgrade in the sound department. Expect deeper bass, cleaner vocals, and possibly adaptive audio modes that change based on your surroundings. Health tracking in your ears? This is where it gets futuristic. Apple is reportedly turning its attention to health features, and not just on the Apple Watch. The AirPods Pro 3 are rumored to come equipped with biometric sensors, potentially capable of measuring heart rate and even body temperature. Imagine tracking your pulse during a workout just by wearing your AirPods, or receiving an alert when your temperature starts to rise, potentially indicating the onset of illness. This could be an invaluable tool for early warnings and casual fitness tracking. But here's the catch: how useful are these features if you only wear your AirPods for a few hours per day? Unlike a smartwatch that stays on your wrist all day and night, AirPods are typically worn intermittently. So while heart rate and temperature tracking sound amazing, they might be limited by practical usage time. Still, if Apple pulls this off, the AirPods Pro 3 could become one of the most discreet health wearables available, especially for people who don't own an Apple Watch. Live translation with iOS 19. One of the most exciting features reportedly tied to the AirPods Pro 3 is live, real-time language translation. With the release of iOS 19, Apple might finally make real-time language conversion a reality via your earbuds. Here's how it would work. The AirPods pick up speech using their built-in microphones, send that audio to your iPhone, and the translation is processed using Apple's Translate app. Then, the translated phrase is instantly played back into your ears. Picture yourself on vacation in Italy, chatting with a local. You ask a question in English, they reply in Italian, and the AirPods Pro 3 translate their words into English on the fly. If Apple nails this feature with minimal latency and natural tone, it could revolutionize travel communication, especially for casual conversations abroad. While it's unclear whether this feature will be exclusive to the AirPods Pro 3 or rolled out more broadly, the processing demands could limit it to devices with the new H3 chip. Better microphones. Finally, this might be one of the most requested improvements. While the AirPods Pro 2 delivered great ANC and good audio, the microphone quality during calls was often criticized, especially in windy or crowded environments. So far, leaks don't confirm specific microphone upgrades, but logic suggests they're coming. With Apple focusing more on communication tools like SharePlay, FaceTime Audio, and Siri, better microphones would complement both daily use and the new translation features. We're hoping for clearer call quality, improved voice pickup, and noise isolation, especially when used outdoors or during workouts. Battery life, any gains? Battery life has always been a tricky topic with wireless earbuds. Apple has managed to deliver decent performance so far, but don't expect massive gains here. With more powerful chips and additional sensors, the AirPods Pro 3 might maintain current battery life rather than improve on it. Still, optimization via the H3 chip could allow for more efficient power usage, especially during tasks like translation or continuous ANC usage. If Apple can deliver similar or slightly better endurance despite new features, that's a win. Will the price go up? Yes, the money question. Apple's products rarely get cheaper, and the AirPods Pro 3 might be no different. With new health sensors, translation features, a brand new chip, and a redesign, don't be surprised if there's a modest price bump, especially given inflation and global supply chain pressures. However, Apple may also keep the price similar to maintain competitiveness in a crowded market. A $249 to $279 price range feels realistic. A new era for Apple's audio strategy. Looking at the bigger picture, the AirPods Pro 3 are more than just an upgrade. They represent a strategic shift in Apple's wearables ecosystem. By incorporating health sensors and live translation, Apple is blending health, AI, and communication into a single, seamless audio product. This aligns perfectly with Apple's long-term vision of integrating personal tech across devices. Your iPhone, Apple Watch, and AirPods are no longer just individual tools. They're components of a connected, health-aware, AI-powered ecosystem. The AirPods Pro 3 could be the most feature-rich version yet, and a sign of what's to come in Apple's broader hardware roadmap. Final thoughts? Should you be excited? Absolutely. Even if some features like health tracking or translation seem like early-stage tech, they're bold moves toward a future where your earbuds do a lot more than just play music. If you're using first-gen AirPods Pro, this will likely be a massive leap in audio quality, design, and intelligence. Even if you already own the USB-C variant of the Pro 2, the new sensors and H3 chip might be enough to warrant the upgrade. Stay tuned to Amazing Tech Trends for a full hands-on review once the AirPods Pro 3 drop. We'll put all the new features to the test and help you decide if they're worth it.